Welcome to November's reading. There's a lot of healing coming along for many people. There is so many things happening, coming to the surface. The shadow side is coming to the surface in a bigger way. I have noticed in the last few months anyway, for sure. Um, Welcome if this is your first time, and welcome back if you have been following me all this time. I have been kind of missing in action for the last little while. I've had some family things happening, some deaths and stuff like that. And so I've been just kind of on hiatus for a little while, but I'm hoping to be back now at it every week again. And I am so grateful for each and every one of you for being here and continuing to support me. Remember to like and share. I love hearing in the comments. That is a great way of giving back to me. Even if you have some ideas of an area in your life you'd like me to do a reading for. I do not do health because we all have free will to do what we need to do for that. And yeah, we have two piles. This is for November. So pile 1 and pile 2, but pile 1, this Palo Santo says, I release my fear to the universe. Not sure why that's not focusing on that, but. And pile 2, healing energy is flowing through me and my family. These are cute little sentiments on here. So I'll give you a moment to choose pile 1 or pile 2. Welcome, pile 1. We will see what's coming in November. There's been a lot of a huge shift lately, and the veil is getting thinner, and there's been more that we can see and feel. And what it has done is brought up emotions for people to look at and things that are happening in our lives. Some old experiences are coming up and resurfacing for us to look at. And it's important for us to really look at these things so we can move through them and not carry them forward with, moving on with the rest of your life. Okay, steady on. Okay, so I'm going to get some more clarity on this card. Okay. Okay. Oh, I love this. Okay. So what I'm getting right now for this, for pile 1, is there's been a lot on your plate. There has been so much happening. You have been holding on to some old pain, some old things, and it's time to really go into really getting awareness where you can let that pain go, getting awareness of heightening your abilities and being mindful of what these things are, these emotions. I'm feeling that heavy emotions for you, but it's Spirit is saying it's for you to come back home to who you are and what's going on in your world. Okay. Seeking more of, you think back to years ago and how you were and how you've changed and evolved, which is great. But there's been pieces of you that you have kind of lost in this process. Okay. This is your soul calling you back home to be authentic. It's time for you to really be authentic with who you are. But they're also saying for you to take your time on this journey, to do the healing, to do the to do the self-care, to do all these things that are coming to the surface. And it's like, take your time to do it right, not just fast forward through it, because if you don't clear these emotions and clear these things that are happening, it's you will notice that they'll just keep resurfacing. These things will just keep coming to the surface until they're actually looked at. And what it does is, if we don't look at these things, these emotions, these things that we need to move through and look at and heal from, it's going to create more uneasiness in your life. Okay. And for some, the word dis-ease is coming in. So if we're holding on to old things that our soul does not require to move on into new things, it'll show up physically, and we don't always want that to happen. Okay. And really being in awareness, and this is about you rising your vibration into higher dimensions, rising your vibration into more love and light, and really connecting with source, connecting with who you are at a soul level. And you will find that the weight of the world will come off you, because you're living in sovereignty, you're living in freedom. Okay. Yeah, it's a new beginning, and you have so many choices to choose from. And there's some new knowledge for you to gain. It's coming from a space of more discovery, self-discovery of who you are and where your soul is taking you, and the path that is, right for you on this journey here on earth. And it's just there's it's like a positive revolution that's going to happen for you moving forward into this new life that you are going to create, when you can heal these past experiences that have happened to you, because that's not who you are. You are not these experiences. You are not these emotions. It's energy that just needs to shift and move out of you to clear the way for this new path. Okay. Yeah. Transcending. You're rising up. Your vibration is getting higher. You're ascending. You are on this path of enlightenment. And Spirit is saying, take comfort in it. As hard as it is to go through these things that we go through, in these healing these experiences we've had in our life, it's really hard to take comfort in it, because we're going through it, and it's not always from a space of ease, right? So, but they're saying, just take comfort in it. Take comfort in the path, the journey, because on the other side of it is all the beauty, is all the freedom, is all the sovereignty. And they're showing, like, they're saying all the gold. So on the other side of it is all the gold, is all the love, is all the light. And we don't see it until we get through it, how much that our lives can change and how free we can be. Okay. And they're saying, you do have, it feels like when you're going through, sometimes when we go through healing, it feels like everything is falling apart. But what Spirit is saying is, you do have all the abilities, and you do have security within yourself. You just don't feel it and know it right now, because you're going through these things that this energy that needs to be moved through. Okay. And they're saying you need to be committed to yourself. You need to be if you're doing this, you got to do it right. You got to do it where you're coming back home. And they're showing me abundance on the other side of this. They're showing me wealth of life, wealth of your soul and your freedom on this journey. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I love spirit, how they talk. They're also showing me that for every step back that it feels like a step back is going to catapult you that much farther ahead. So the more you go into this hard healing, these shadows of yourself, the more you go into it, and it's not like you have to suffer, but at times it feels like we're suffering. Okay, it's this pain that we're shifting and moving through, and after this pain is cleared and dealt with and not a piece of you anymore, that is when you're going to really move forward in your life. And it's in a beautiful way, but getting there is always the hardest with anything when we're dealing with our shadows and our healing and our experiences that we are moving through and past. Okay, yes. Okay, so it's time to really get your spark for life back. They're showing me that it's going to happen. It's just at the beginning of stages for you, for things to evolve and move through. And it's like the beginning of the stages of these experiences that you're going to let go of. Okay, they're telling me for you not to be a chameleon anymore. They're telling me for you to start being authentic, start being real, start being who you need to be from a soul level, rather than just saying, okay, I will just do this because everyone else is doing it. And for you not to be in that space of just being a follower. It's time for you to make way for your own passions, your own glory, and moving forward in that. And that is where the freedom is. And they're saying to move forward with this. It's time. These things are coming to the surface because it's time to look at them. And if they haven't come to the surface yet for you, I'm going to say they will soon, if not. And a lot of people have worked through many things, but they're still, well, does it ever end? I'm not sure. It hasn't for me. I will heal something and then something more comes across. And that's just part of our journey here on earth. But it gets easier to work through these things the more we do it, and the more dedicated and the more committed we are to ourself in what we need. Okay. They're telling me to let love in. There's someone, this is maybe more specific for someone specific, but they're not showing me that you have a wall up, but you're not letting love in. And it's really hard to receive all that we desire and all our soul requires, especially in the space of love, if we're not allowing it in, because we're holding on to these past experiences. We hold on to them and we put on this mask and that we're fine. And we're just not open to receiving. Okay. Yeah. And it's like, just they're showing me, just let a little light in, let a little love in, and these experiences will get better, and your light within yourself will shift and change and become more prominent. Okay. There's definitely changes coming in November, but they're also, again, they're showing me for you to show all of your stripes, okay? Show all of who you are. There's no more chameleon. There's no more just blending in. These things are going to keep coming to the surface unless you look at them, okay? They're showing me for you to take direction into what your soul requires. Time to really pull out your compass and start following it, okay? Start following the direction that the universe is putting in front of you. Or there's more difficulty. It's a choice. It's not easy to look at ourselves. And they're also saying you can do this and not judge yourself and have grace for yourself through the learning, through the journey, through the healing, okay? They're also showing me that the next full moon is a really good time to really sit down and ask yourself, ask your soul what it needs, okay? And start moving toward it, okay? There's just been too many things that have been set aside that you're not moving toward. And on the other side of that, even in through the fear, is being comfortable on the other side of it, being in that space where you can just let the wind take you where you need to go. They're also showing me that you do have support. You just may be looking for it in the wrong place. Okay? You are not alone. You are not a victim. They're showing me the comfort of a space, whether that's with people or with the universe, whatever that is for you, okay? Power of community is coming up in this card. Yes, you do have so many people, so many things around you for support, even when you don't feel you have it. It is there. It is up to you to open yourself up to that love, to allow it to come in, okay? I am seeing abundance around this. Again, I'm seeing abundance. I'm seeing and I mean abundance of joy, abundance of freedom, abundance of all of the good things that can surround you, okay? I'm also seeing fertility, okay? So this is a really fertile time for you to start on this journey of manifesting the direction you want to go in for this next phase in your life, okay? I am seeing that an analogy is you're in a cocoon stage. You're in that stage of being uncomfortable, okay? Okay, yes. It's time to get clear on what you want. It's time to clean out your closet, metaphorically speaking. To really look at your shadows, look at the skeletons without judgments. The path is being lit for you. You have choices to make. You have different doors, different avenues. You have a lot of ones here. What do you need to look at to be on that path that is of total enlightenment, okay? You get to choose if it's a mountain you climb and keep climbing the mountain, or you get to choose whether you get to just walk along the path, do the healing slowly and the way it needs to be done so you don't have to climb that mountain, okay? And Spirit is showing the path. Okay, they are lighting the path for you, but you have to be open to the awareness. You have to be open to opening up your abilities, your empathic side, your, knowing side, to have all of this abundance that is coming. Like, look at the blessings on the other side of this. It's like I said, it's really difficult. And you get to a space, it's like, how much more can I do? How much more can I handle? And feeling like I'm done having the strength to get through this. I'm done having to be strong. But you're so close to this breakthrough, and it has to be done slowly so you can release the things that you cannot bring into this next space that you're living. Okay, I'm seeing an abundance of, I'm actually seeing this is going to bring you financial freedom as well, because you're doing the work and you're going to be following what your heart is telling you. You're going to be following your passions, the things that you have love for life with, and not having the things hold you back, like fear or, or insecurity, or being in that space where you don't feel worthy. Whatever you're healing in this, everyone has different has a different path. Everyone has had different experiences to bring them to that space of limited beliefs or whatever has happened in your life. Okay, but I am seeing the wealth. I'm seeing, okay, they're showing me you're going to sing again. Okay, you're going to be in that space where you can just, how a child just hops and skips and doesn't have a care in the world. This is where it's bringing you. And I love that. I love the fact that, when we have to get to that uncomfortable stage and we just don't know how much we can take because we're breaking, that's when the layers are peeling away for you to go into the next blessings that are coming into your life. I hope this resonates with you. I would love if you would like, share, and subscribe. Comment. That's a great way to give back. I do this from a beautiful space in my heart that I want to give back to people to help them on their journey. And that would be a really good energy exchange. And you can check out my website, soulworksbysuepickering.com. I have some new things happening. I have a market coming up, and I would love for you to take a look at it. I will talk to you guys next week. Have a great day. Much love and light. Welcome, pile 2. We will see what's coming for November for you. Okay. Take time out. Yes, most definitely. November's, there's been so much happening with the earth, and shadows coming to the surface, and all of these things are coming, and it's getting, the veil is getting thinner, and things have been, difficult for a lot of people, and it's time to really making sure that you are taking care of yourself. Okay, making sure that you are recharging when you need to recharge. And they're also showing me for not only to recharge alone, of course, but they're also showing me for you to take time to be with the people that mean the most to you, because that will help you as well. It's like a support system for you. It is just a good space to be in. And some of you need to go to water, the ocean. Some of you, this is going to help you recharge. And it's not only just recharge, but heal, as well as letting go of the things that don't serve you, letting go of any, emotional pain that you're going through. And, a really good exercise to do is, and if you can't get to the ocean or it's not your thing, even a bath or listening to water run, whatever that is, okay? But visualizing with each wave or each piece of water that's running, or in the shower, the bath, whatever, and allowing it to wash away from you, allow the water to take it away, and then when the wave comes back in, it's recharging you, okay? It's bringing in that love that you need, that tenderness you need for yourself, that ease, that grace, whatever that is for you that you're going through, okay? This is about you going in the direction you need to go, okay, to find your freedom, to find that space within yourself that is balanced, that has like the word duality is coming in, so I'm not sure what for you to see the opposites, the day and night, the light and the dark. And it's so important for us to really take charge in what serves us, and for us to see both sides of what is happening in our life, okay? And without judgment. And for you to find the peace that is in your life that you can come back to, okay? This is about you. Yeah, I'm seeing a seashell now. So this is about you really taking those emotions and allowing them to, heal and move and not be a part of you anymore. And really moving through these experiences that you've been through and washing them away, seeing the both sides of what it has done to you and who you are, and knowing that because something has happened, it is not who you are, and it doesn't need to live in you forever. And it's always going to be a piece of you, but it shouldn't have to define you in your life today, and to work through those things with peace, to get peace, to find peace in your heart, okay? And going back to what inspires you, moving through these things, and then finding that inspiration for life again, that passion, the reason why you're here, to live wholeheartedly in a space of freedom. They're also showing me, for some of you, you really need to go into energy work, okay? That's very specific for someone that's been thinking about it. You're going to find your freedom in the energy work, through helping people, through healing yourself, whatever that is, okay? It's time to really, if you've been thinking about it, this is your sign to move toward it, okay? And they're also showing me it's time for you to connect to your divine feminine, okay? Creation, okay? Working toward creating the life that you really desire. But you also have to know that you have to move through the things that don't serve you, that don't belong in your life, that healing, that forgiveness. To get the inspiration for new beginnings, new life creation, creating the life that you want from a space of freedom, okay? Okay. Okay, this is all, okay, duality again is coming up, okay? But what I'm hearing is coming together in duality. So knowing that there are no sides, okay? So it's coming together even when you have a different vision with someone, even when you maybe think differently, feel differently, and knowing that you're following what your heart tells you, what your path is, and allowing them to do the same, and coming together to create one. Okay. Also, this is about you celebrating. They're showing me you celebrating you celebrating how far you've come, taking the time to regenerate yourself will allow you to come together with other people as one, okay? And celebrating yourself for where you've come from, how far you've come, the path that you've been on, the growth that you have made, and the security you have. I'm not sure why they're telling me you have so much security in. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Thanks, universe. My guides are crazy right now. They're talking. Um, knowing that you are right where you need to be and doing the things that you've done from the past to do that healing, and knowing you have come so far in who you are, in following your soul and where it is going. And things are going to start moving faster for you. Once you start rejuvenating and understanding that there is no right and wrong, there are no sides, it's coming together. Once you can get to that space of coming together and finding that peace within yourself and that inspiration, things are going to move fast for you. They're going to come in fast and in a really good way. That passion is going to hit you and you're going to go all in running. Okay. And for some of you, you need to get to that space. You need to work toward that space for it to come in, because you're wanting it to come in, but it's not coming in. Okay. So there's both sides of this. Okay. Yeah. And it's okay. For some of you, it's like, where are you not feeling worthy of that happiness, not feeling whole, not feeling complete? And I am, and for some of you, you're very, very exhausted. Like I have been just hit with a wave of exhaustion right now. And it's been hard for you, but you're just exhausted. So you need to really focus on rejuvenating, really focus on it. Okay. Really focusing on coming together as a community and working for the same thing. There is duality, but you can still work together in duality. You can still have the same outcome and still work together. Okay. This is about community. This is about working together for a bigger and better outcome of what you're looking for in the future. So there's some of you that have really been fighting working with someone or wanting your own way, whatever that is. It's time for you to really focus on coming together, even with your differences. Okay. Really take note and observe. Sometimes it's like we learn our biggest lessons when we observe. Okay. Before you go down a path, before you go down the road of, what it is you're trying to discover, taking the time away, rejuvenating and observing what's happening around you is sometimes the biggest thing that can put you on that fast track. Okay. They're also showing me, so this duality is coming in again. So do you listen to the other side? Are you listening to what the other person, are you space? Sometimes all you need to do is be space, and you don't have to have the answers. You don't have to be anything but space, and just listening and listening to the other version, or listening to, just anything with the other person. And you don't have to be anything. You can just be space, and allowing yourself to move into that space of freedom than being caught up in things that you don't need to even worry about. And they're also showing me, when you get into that space and when things are evolving and moving, the path is going to open up. Right now, you're just uncertain. You're uncertain of where to be, where to go. Okay, and some of you really need to clear away a lot of energy, a lot of things, a lot of experiences, a lot of traumas. Time to clear it away and really rejuvenate. This path is not going to open up until the door is not going to open until you get to that space. And once you get to that space of peace in your heart, finding that inspiration, working together, and having that knowing, this door, this path is going to open up and things are going to rush through. Okay. And they're also showing me definitely taking time to rejuvenate, but also taking time to just be in a moment, not worrying about the things coming, not worrying about, where you have to be, all of that. It's time to rejuvenate. Okay. Yeah. And there's so much abundance coming. There's so much abundance coming for you. They're also saying really stepping back in this rejuvenation space and looking at things differently, being the observer again, right? Looking at things from a higher perspective, because there is beauty there, even when you're having a struggle, even when you're clearing out the old ways. For some of you, you're really not seeing the gratitude. You're not seeing what is there for you. You're not seeing the beauty of the things that are around you. Okay. Okay. They're also showing me for you to lift your head up. They're giving me this vision of, you just got your head down, ho hum, not seeing the beauty around you. It's time to lift your head up and really look, really feel what is around you for this bountiful harvest that feels like it's nothing. Okay. Yeah. And really, okay, they're showing me start swimming to the surface, start moving upward, start going to that space of peace, that space of freedom, moving toward the things that you desire, but letting go of the things that hold you, that anchor you down so deep. And they're also, again, they're showing me that you do have support around you. You have people around you. You have community that are on the path with you. They're also showing me that you may be losing people around you, but there's going to be more people following you and joining you on this new path, this path of enlightenment, this path of love. Because you're going to be able to see things differently. You're going to be able to see both sides. You're going to be able to be in a space of acceptance for you and acceptance for the people around you. Okay. In all of your entirety and theirs. Okay. Because you're going to move into the space of peace, this space of the space that there is no polarity. There doesn't have to be duality. There doesn't have to be, we have it here on earth. We have duality, but you don't have to be in a space that there is right and wrong. You don't have to be in a space of I'm right, they're wrong. There is only light, no dark. It's about seeing all of it for what it is, and it is just what it is. And accepting that and being that, and being in that space where um we all just want the best for each other. And until you want the best for other people, you're in duality, you're in polarity. And I've noticed this a lot lately with myself. It's like whenever I let my light shine really bright, there's people that don't like it. And I have had to work through those emotions of my intention is wanting the best for other people, and that is their own journey to not want the best for me, and that's okay. That's their journey, that's where they're at, and that's the things that need to be healed. So if you're in that space of where you don't want people, or you're not don't want, maybe that's not the right choice, but where you're struggling to see people be happy because maybe you're not there, and that's something you need to go within and find that inner peace. Go rejuvenate to find that space. Look at things from a higher perspective. Observe who you are and the people around you, and get to that space where, we can be happy for other people, because they're on their journey. And one day, maybe I will be there if you're not there right now. Coming from that space, okay? Retreat. Yeah, and really, this is about you coming home to who you are, coming back to your heart, and being in that space of peace and love and light, and seeing the beauty around you, okay? Lots of seahorses. So I'm not sure the spiritual meaning of a seahorse, but if you're enlightened to and you're guided to, go look up the spiritual meaning of a seahorse and see what that means, okay? Definitely change. Oh, and it says equality. So really, we are all equal. No one is better, no one is worse. If you come from that space, you have some ego that needs to be checked and worked through, not from a space of judgment. It's just from a space of why can't we all be who we are, from a space of love, and work together. Okay, there's something that's holding, I'm seeing for some of you, this is very clear, okay? Something is really holding you back. You are a victim. You are you've tied your hands, but your hands don't need to be tied. You can be free. It's a choice. It's the mindset that you're in. It's a space that you need to go into to heal, okay? Definitely there's change coming for you, okay? There's that change that is seeking to come through with the peace that you need to find, okay? Yeah, and yeah, okay. Yes. So, and working together, okay, is going to be very important for you in the month of November. They're also showing me some of you have an armor, and it's for you're protecting yourself from being hurt again. And that needs to be kind of worked through. And again, they're showing me water. So emotional releasing, emotional attachment to something for some of you. And you're protecting yourself from it, okay? It's time to really work through those things, okay? Again, here's water. um okay, so some of you really need to see, it's like, okay, one way of saying it, life can harden people, okay? Life can make things really hard, really difficult, and our experiences can make us want to put a shield around ourselves. What Spirit is saying is it's time to look through that shield and really look at your soul and know that you are a good person. Know that deep, deep down inside you, you have a lot of love to give and a lot of love to receive. But you need to get to that space where you need to go into that deeper knowing of yourself and understanding that you are this person. And sometimes we need to do that self-reflection because things happen to us around us exteriorly, and we seem to stay in that space rather than moving in and seeing our gentle side, seeing that, okay, they're showing me the softer side. We can have this rough exterior, but deep down, you're just soft. And not soft in a way where you don't have a backbone. That's not what I mean. But there's this space within you that is gentle, that is loving, that is kind, that is beautiful in all of its entirety. But you're putting off this exterior, this outer shell, because of your life experiences. And it's time to really heal those and really go into bringing that loving space that's within you outward. And when we can move it outward, out of our physical body to our world around us, that is when we receive more love. That is when we receive the things that our soul deserves, that freedom, that moving into a space of living in a moment and allowing things to be beautiful around us and within us. Okay. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed this reading. November is a big month for healing. And I hope you like, share, and subscribe, comment. Please let me know if there's an area in your life you would like me to read on, because I love when I get suggestions. It's just a lot easier for me than just doing just a plain old spread that I do. And thank you for continuing on my journey. And I hope you have an absolute beautiful day. And I'm also, check out my website, soulworksbysuepickering.com. I have some new things happening. I have a market that I am starting to create, and I would love for you to just take a peek at it. And I also, it's called Soulful Connections. It's a psychic fair and market, and you can follow that on all social media platforms as well. I hope you have an absolute beautiful day. Much love and light.